Hello, how you all doing? Hope you're all good. Today is the 31st of May. If we just look at the date down here, 31st of May, which means today is the last day of testing, and from tomorrow, which will be the 1st of June, from tomorrow subscriptions will be open, which means that you'll be able to buy your either your regular subscription or your premium subscription, whichever one you go for. So things are kind of moving along now, and we're kind of getting closer to the launch day, which of course is the 5th of June. Okay, so launch is on the 5th of June. So yeah, we've been waiting a long time. We should have been launched if we stuck to the original date, then we would have been launched like at least like a week ago. But these things happen. But we're kind of moving along nicely now, and we don't have that much longer to wait. So it's pretty cool stuff. So cool. So last time I showed you the site, I think we were on around 9,000 something members, and that was a few days ago. So if you see now, we're actually on a 11 and a half, over 11 and a half thousand members, right? Registered members. Okay. So and you can see here we've got 4 days left to launch. So I'm pretty confident that we will be reaching at least around 14,000 members before launch. Which, if you think about it, is pretty crazy, because even if like only 50% of them actually become paid members, that's still like 7,000 members, or it's going to be over 7,000 members that will be actual paid members, which that alone is more than most rev shares have like in their first 4 months in regards to the actual total paid member numbers. So the actual numbers here are looking really, really, really healthy, and this thing, like, by the time we hit like the 3 month phase, we could be looking at something like 50,000 members here. And I know that might sound ridiculous to a lot of people, but I'm seriously thinking like within 3 months this could be at like 50, 60,000 members even, which is crazy for a little rev share like this, right? So cool. So what do I want to show you? I've made a list of things here, so I'm gonna every now and then I'm gonna look down here at my notepad and see what I need to talk about, because there's a few things that are really, really important that I need to discuss with you guys. So I've made a list of it, and because I don't want to forget to kind of address these things with you, right? So first of all, I want to show you this thing on the Facebook group. Basically, these guys, one of the reasons why the launch was delayed was because they said they were moving to Dubai, and they were moving the whole business to Dubai. They were registering the business there. They were actually renting a physical office there, and they were changing the address of all their processors, like Payzer and STP and so on. And they were changing all the addresses to their address in Dubai instead of India, which is where I think they first were, right? But basically, a lot of people, they were kind of doubting them, and in the rev share industry, a lot of people are kind of skeptical. There's a lot of scams around and things like that, so you can understand a lot of people are kind of skeptical, and a lot of people they don't believe, people don't have a lot of faith sometimes, right? So basically, a lot of people are kind of calling these guys liars. Now, I've always maintained from day one that these guys are completely upfront. Whatever they're providing, they're not kind of hiding. They're not ashamed of the fact that they're only it's a small paying rev share, and there's limits, and there's a high subscription fee, and the ad packs are limited, and so on, and there's really low commissions. They're not hiding any of these things. They're totally upfront about everything they're doing. All the things that the whole public are kind of unhappy about, they're totally upfront about it. And that's kind of the vibe I got from them, like right from the very beginning. And that's one of the reasons why I was so keen to kind of grab this one and start promoting it, because they're genuine. They're 100% genuine. And that's why when they said to me, when I spoke to Sarat on Skype, and he said to me like, oh, we're gonna have to delay it because we're gonna go to Dubai, I didn't doubt it for 1 second. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people kind of hinting that they're lying, or some silly stuff like that. So basically, look, if you go to their Facebook group, what this guy did was, look, he actually took pictures, documented pictures of his office in Dubai, actual official like Dubai documents to say that they've actually got their office in Dubai. I'm clicking this picture here, but it's not opening. But Should open now. Okay, so this is a bit blurry, but basically this is an actual official Dubai document. If the blurriness goes, I think we should be able to see that it's probably some sort of like lease agreement or something like that. So basically, it's an actual official document to say that, you know, they've got a, here it says Dubai, and it's basically their proof that their office is exactly where they said it was, right? Look, here we go. Here's another one. Estimate of business set up, you know, United Arab Emirates, UAE is the United Arab Emirates, and of course Dubai is in the United Arab Emirates, and yeah, all the proof is there, right? So, and here are the guys, they're actually setting up the office there, right? So they're kind of, you know, they're 100% honest in what they're saying. They have actually gone to Dubai, they have actually rented out an office. He's explained it all here, and cool. I mean, it's good for the long term, right? So, you know, I'm happy that they've actually put out the proof there, and, you know, and they've basically shut up all the doubters, right? So that's cool stuff. So let me log into my account. It's not going to be a long video, guys, because this basically, you know, it's a test phase, and it's basically the last video of the test phase. So you know, and to be honest, guys, I haven't really been you know, repurchasing like that often or anything like that. Maybe once a day, if that, you know. Maybe, you know, I don't think I've repurchased for about 2 days actually, so being a bit naughty, but you know, it's a test phase, right? So okay, so cool. So there's a few things I want to address here, but before I do that, let's scroll down and let's take a look at my account here. Now you can see I've got some earnings here. These are purely from my ad packs, and then I've got commissions here and the repurchase here as well, right? Now I don't know. The repurchase amount, I think, is not the. I think that's the total amount I have repurchased, right? And the commissions balance here is kind of the repurchase commissions balance, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think this repurchase balance has some repurchase, like the commissions going to the repurchase balance as well. And this commissions balance here is like, I don't know, I think it's the cash balance or something. Let's have a look. I think once I go into the actual you know, buy ad packs section, you know, we'll kind of figure it out. I know I had it figured out last time around, but I haven't actually logged in for a couple of days, so we'll check it out. So basically, this, you can see here all the earnings have been populating in my table here, right? Now there's been a bit of confusion regarding the earnings, and that is because of this thing here. Now basically, I want to make something really clear to everyone, right? Because there's a bit of confusion between this button here, which says populate earnings. If you see, I'm hovering over this populate earnings button there, and the surf ads button here, right? Now basically, this is how it works, guys. This TopShare Global works like any other rev share, okay? The thing you've got to remember is you need to surf your 10 daily ads. Every time you surf 10 ads, this timer here will reset for another 24 hours. So if you can see here, I've got here 18 hours left, right? But if I surf the ads now, then, you know, I'll have another 24 hours. I think I logged in earlier and I pressed this button here, which I'm going to come to in a minute, just to kind of explain to you what that button is. So look, the key thing that you need to remember is once you've deposited money into the system, once you've bought your ad packs here, then what you need to do is you need to click here and you need to surf your 10 daily ads, okay? Once you've surfed your 10 daily ads, right, then you're earning. Like right now I'm earning, right? However, you will not see any money in this box here. You won't see any money in this box until until you press this button here, which is populate. Now, all this button does, all that this button does is it populates the box, right? Now, whether that be for the last 2 hours or whether that be for the last 2 days, it doesn't matter. You're not going to lose any money. If I press this populate button you can press this a maximum amount of 4 times a day, which is every 6 hours, right? That's the maximum number of times you can press it. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to press that button every 6 hours. You don't have to press that button every 6 hours. You can press that button once a day if you want, right? You can press that button, you know, after you surf your rides, you can press that button once a day and it will populate. What I mean by populate is it will add to the table, you know, it will add to this table here all the earnings that that you've made for the since the last time you pressed the button. Okay, so each time you press that button, as long as you're earning, as long as you've surfed your 10 daily ads, each time you press that button, it will populate the table for what, you know, since the last time you pressed that button. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So basically the bottom line of what I want you to remember is you're not going to lose any earnings. If you don't press this button every 6 hours, that doesn't mean you're going to lose any money. You're not going to lose any earnings. You can press this button every 3 days if you want to. You can press this button every 2 days if you want to, right? All that will happen is that your table will get populated with whatever's, you know, whatever you're missing, right? But as long as this is green, as long as this surf ads bar is green, that means you're earning on your ad packs. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and actually buy some ad packs, okay? Because I'm gonna take you through the whole process now, just so you know, we can kind of see where we are. Okay, so it's saying here total balance is 1,222. That's quite a lot. I mean, I don't know if that's, you know, I can spend all of that money. If I can spend all of that money, then that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is all the money I've got to spend, which is pretty cool. Okay, cool. So so if we press here, right, the commission balance here is high because I don't want you guys to freak out and think, oh, you know, the commission is so high. Guys, the commission number is high here because no doubt there's probably tons of people who have, you know, because we're using dummy funds here, there's probably tons of people that have just put in like $10,000 or $5,000 of seed money because it's fake money, right? That's why the commission number is high here, right? After launch, I'm expecting the commission number here to be like $100 maximum, right? So, you know, I'm not expecting anything like that, right? So I'm not getting my hopes up or anything like that, guys. And if any of you guys are noticing really high commission numbers, you know, don't get your hopes up. It's fake. You know, after launch, the commission numbers are not going to be anything like that high, right? So, you know, just thought I'd kind of, you know, bring you back down to earth. Anyway, so I think let's see how many ad packs I've got here. It doesn't tell me how many ad packs I've got here on this level. I'm still kind of trying to figure this system out. Daily, okay, I think I can purchase. I didn't max this out last time, so I think I can purchase, right? Yeah, it's let me. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, and as I'm recording, my computer's being slow again, so let's choose this balance here because I've got a lot more money here. And then I'm going to go down and buy some more ad packs. Okay. So where are we? Scroll down. Here we go. So the billionaire ad packs here, we can buy a maximum of 40 of these, right? Which is $280. I can still use my Payzer balance. Okay. So I'm going to use my Payzer balance there and purchase these ad packs. Okay, so we've purchased those two ad packs. The maximum number on on the millionaire, maximum number on the billionaire, and now we've come over to the trillionaire level. And let's actually do this. Let's how many can we buy here from the Payzar balance? Can we buy 5? Yeah, 5. And we could buy a daily limit here is 50 packs, and I think it's a lifetime limit of 150 or something. Let's have a look. I'm not 100% sure what the lifetime limit is on the trillionaire packs, but we can have a look. Yeah, 150. Yeah. Okay. So what else can we do here? Let's go to the pay year balance, and we can buy 10 of these with the pay year balance. Okay, and there's $150. This is all like commissions balance that I'm using now. That's why it's also all kind of muddled up into different wallets. Cool. So there you go. So I've bought, let's just say I've bought all the ad packs necessary for that day, right? Kind of forget the fact that I've still got $628 there. Like let's just kind of forget that, right? But let's kind of just think that, you know, I've spent all the money I need to spend that day. I've bought all the ad packs, and what's the next thing I need to do? Now, the next thing you'd need to do, you know, is surf the ads. Unless you've got like 23 hours left on it or whatever, the next thing you can do is surf the ads. So this is quite good because, you know, usually in other rev shares, you'd have to go back into the dashboard section to surf the ads. But in this rev share, they've got all the main things. They've all got the main things at the top, like a header almost. So whichever page you go to, the kind of header's there. So I can surf the ads direct from this page here, which is pretty cool, right? So I'm just going to click here to surf the ads. Okay, and then it will bring me to a page here. Okay, and what's going on here? It's not letting me surf the ads. I mean, it is letting me surf the ads, but it's saying that they're all surfed already, right? Okay, so it's basically not letting me surf the ads right now because, like, I've got plenty of time left or something like that, right? So I think what will happen is, I've seen this in another rev share actually. I think what will happen is, like, once you go down to like 1 or 2 hours left, then this thing will reset, and then it will give you the option to kind of surf more ads. But guys, on the positive note, I don't know if you've noticed this timer here, the 10-second timer for the ads, but that's been going down like faster than 10 seconds. Like, it seems like it's going down faster than 10 seconds, which is pretty cool because in most other rev shares, that 10-second timer feels like it's about 50 seconds or like at least 40 seconds, right? Whereas in this rev share, it's really cool because that 10-second timer literally feels like a maximum 10 seconds. So I'm really happy about that. You know, it means that, you know, I've just been talking to you right now, and, you know, that's super fast. That you know, I feel like I've surfed about 5 or 6 ads just like kind of speaking to you right now, right? So cool. So anyway, we'll leave that, and let's go back into the dashboard section here. So cool. So now let's say we've surfed the ads, right? Well, I've just surfed my 10 daily ads. This is now green, like as is here, and now we're all set. Okay, we're set. We've bought the ad packs. We are earning. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about pressing this button now. If you want to populate the table, like your earnings table, to see all your numbers, then go ahead, press this button. If it's orange like this button here where it says add money, if it's orange like that, then press the button. But if you don't press the button, that doesn't mean you're losing money. Okay, I just really want to stress this point because so many, you know, I've been getting people message me and saying, oh, this system's screwed up, you know, it's a sham, you know, it's, you know, all sorts of stuff, and they're kind of complaining, saying, oh, you know, you're losing money if you don't press this populate button 4 times a day. You know, do I have to wake up in the middle of the night to press the populate button, or am I going to lose money? The answer is no. You don't have to wake up in the middle of the night. You're not going to lose any money if you don't press this button. All this button does, the only thing it does is it puts the accurate numbers in the table. Okay, so as long as you've surfed your ads, you're earning. Cool, right? So now, I've stressed that point. So I'm hoping I'm not going to get a lot more people kind of message me and say, give me that thing about the populate button, but we'll see. So now this button here, this plus button, I had a few people kind of mention this to me as well. Now this button here, basically what this does is it gives you the option to buy surf free time. Now I believe if you want to buy 24 hours, if you want to buy 24 hours of surf free time, then it's $3, right? And I think I'm pretty sure once it's launched, you'll have to pay for it through your actual processor, right? So, but right now you can use this button, and it will kind of just take it out with dummy funds, right? It will just kind of pretend that you've paid for it, right? So if I press this button now, it's gonna like buy me an extra 24 hours worth of time that I don't need to surf ads, right? And what does that mean? I mean, if you think you're going to be busy for the next like 24 hours or even the next day, you're going to go out shopping or whatever it is, and you're not going to have time to kind of view your ads, then you can go ahead and press this button, because it's probably worth your while spending that $3, because you're going to save yourself from losing like $20 or $30 or however much your earnings would have been that day, right? So I'm just going to press it now to demonstrate what happens. So you can see here, buy surf free unit, and then it says $3 here, 24 hours I get. So you can press reset surf. Cool, successful. Now you should see this time here gives me another 24 hours once the page reloads. Where are we? Okay, so here we go. You can see here I've got here another 24 hours. Yeah, it says 23 hours 59 minutes. Yeah, cool. So that's that. And now look, you can see here I've got another populate thing here. So once you press that, this turns orange as well. So now I'm kind of free to press this button. So let's go down and see how much I've got here. I've got here $194 in my Payza earnings. You know what, guys? That has just actually populated just now, because I pressed that button a little while ago, and I think when I actually, I'm not sure. Hold that thought. Anyway, so now I can press this button here, populate. If I press this button here, within the next hour, it will populate the table. That's what this means. Populate earnings means it's going to populate all the numbers in the table within 1 hour. It's not going to do it straight away. It's not instant. Within 1 hour, it will populate. Okay. So let's press that button here. Okay, processing. And when it does populate the table, I'll know when it's doing it. I'll know when it's doing that, because this button here, the cron idle, will flash red like this. It will turn red and it will say cron busy, right? Or cron working or something like that, right? And that's when I know that it's calculating my earnings or whatever, and it's populating the table. But I'll more than likely, like 9 times out of 10, I'll miss this. Like, you're not going to see this turn red most of the time, because it only turns red for like 20 seconds or whatever. And unless you're on this website, you're on this page like 24 hours a day, you're probably going to miss it, right? You're probably going to be logged out when it's actually doing the calculations. Cool. So what else do I need to cover? So I've pretty much covered all the important things here, but there's one other thing. Now today is the 31st of May, and like I said, it's the last day of this test phase. Okay, we've been able to test out this system, and you know what, it's a good thing that they've given us this chance to test out the system, because there's a lot of these kind of things that we didn't know about the system before, myself included. And I'm happy that they've given us this opportunity, because it's given me the chance to explain a lot of these things to you as well. And it's given me the chance to now, like when I kind of get going with the system, it's kind of, I know what to do straight away, right? I'm not going to mess it up, and I hope it will be the same thing for you guys too. So where are we? So the next thing is, guys, is from tomorrow we will be able to subscribe. Okay, so basically, let me explain this. The launch of this program is on the 5th of June. I was about to say May there, but the launch of this program is on the 5th of June. Okay, so that's basically 5 days time from now. Let me have a look when the 5th of June is. The 5th of June is this this Sunday, this coming Sunday. Okay, so the launch will be this Sunday. Okay, but from tomorrow, from Wednesday, the 1st of June, you will be able to buy your subscriptions. Okay, now I would highly recommend, if you're serious about this program, I would highly recommend that you buy your subscriptions early rather than later. Why? Because on the 5th of June, this program is going to be extremely busy, right? There's going to be, there's probably going to be about 14,000 people, like, well, not 14,000, like that's probably how many people are going to be registered to the site. But we're going to have probably around 10,000 people that are like working on the system, like, trying to access it and add funds and, buy subscriptions and things like that, right? And I'm kind of expecting the servers to kind of get overloaded on Sunday, on the launch day, because it always happens. And with a system like this as well, which is going to have a huge number of people in it, you can kind of expect the servers to kind of get overloaded on Sunday, right? Because it's one day, right? It's the launch day. So, with anticipation, like if you're going to anticipate that, the wise thing to do would be to subscribe early, as in buy either your regular subscription or buy your premium subscription early. Don't leave it till the 5th of June. Don't leave it to the last day. Do it either on the 1st, 2nd or 3rd of June, or even the 4th of June. But don't do it on the launch day, because you're probably going to experience problems on the launch day, right? So, cool. So now what subscription do you need to buy? Now, they've kind of changed their policy slightly on the subscriptions, really, really slightly, in that basically you need to choose your subscriptions very, 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 very wisely, okay? Because you won't be able to change your subscription level unless until you've withdrawn the maximum amount that you're allowed to withdraw. I hope that makes sense. So you won't be able to change your subscription level until you've hit your withdrawal limit. So, for example, on the $10 subscription, say for example you deposit $100, right? Then your maximum withdrawal is $300. Now, they're not going to let you change your subscription next month. Like, if you haven't withdrawn any money, you're not going to be able to just change your subscription up to like the $25 one, so you can withdraw $500. They're not going to let you do that, because the way they're calculating your withdrawal limit is by what subscriptions you've got and what deposits you've got, and you're going to be kind of depositing more funds and so on. So they're not going to be calculating, they're going to be calculating whatever funds you add into the system. They're going to be calculating that all as like an aggregate, depending on what subscription you currently have, right? So that's why, unless you've reached the absolute limit of withdrawals, unless you've reached that limit, the withdrawal limit, they're not going to let you change the subscription level, right? So that's why think before you buy the right subscription. Now, for me, I don't have to think that much, because I know I'm going to go for the premium subscription all day long, right? Why? Because I've got referrals, I'm going to get I think I'm going to get like some like 3%. Sorry, I'm going to get like 10% on the initial like seed money deposit. and then 2% 2% commission on the ad pack purchases from my referrals, right? So it's not a huge commission, but for me it makes sense. I mean, that $25 I'm spending on subscription will be paid for through the commissions, no doubt, right? So for me it's kind of worth it to go for the premium subscription, and of course, like, I'll get 5 times the withdrawal limit. So if I put in $500, then that, you know, I'll be able to withdraw like $2,500, right? So for me it makes, you know, 100% sense to kind of go for the $25 a month subscription. But if you know, if you're a recruiter, like a medium-sized recruiter, and you know, you think that you're going to be depositing more money and you want to get a bit bigger withdrawal limit, and you're thinking about going for the $10 subscription, then I'd maybe think again. I would maybe, if I were you, think again, because if you're going to be recruiting more people into it, and if you're, you know, if you're going to think, if you're thinking about changing or upgrading your subscription within the next, you know, 60 days or whatever, then you're probably better off going for that subscription that you're going to go for anyway, right? It makes sense, right? So just think wisely, guys, okay? Because you know, the $10 subscription might be good, you know, a good choice for half of you, or 3/4 of you, 75% of you, but it's not the $10 subscription is not going to be good for the other 25% of people that can recruit over, you know, let's say 20 people, or can recruit over like 30, 40 people. Then you're probably better off going for the $25 subscription. And of course, if you want to be withdrawing a larger amount, like if you've put in like $500 or $1,000 into the system with the expectation to withdraw like $5,000 out of the system, then of course you want to go for the higher subscription, because it makes sense, right? What's $25 compared to, like, you know, $1,000 that you're putting in and $5,000 that you want to eventually withdraw? The ratio, like, it doesn't compare, right? So that's the kind of point that I wanted to highlight with you guys. So from tomorrow, the 1st of June, Wednesday, the 1st of June, subscriptions will be open. Choose very, very wisely, because these guys, like I said, these guys here, they're not messing around. You know, you know, it is what it is. They're laying it straight down the line, and they're telling you exactly how it is. You know, they're not going to let people change subscriptions every month. You know, the only way you're going to be able to change is once you hit that withdrawal limit, and then you're going to have to put in a support ticket also for them to change your withdrawal, you know, to allow you to kind of change the subscription level. Okay, cool. So I hope I've covered all the points that I wanted to cover. I think these are the main points. Just kind of remember that the populate button. This is a very, very important thing that I keep coming back to. But the populate button, you know, if you don't press it, that doesn't mean that you've lost money. All that it means is that the table isn't going to be populated until you press that button. As long as you've surfed your 10 ads every 24 hours, as long as, you know, those ads have been surfed, don't worry, you're still earning. If you want to see the money in the table, press the populate button, and within an hour, hopefully you'll see the money in the table. Cool. So that's it for now. If you've got any questions, just leave a comment in the comment box below. Yeah, and I'll leave my Facebook link in the description. So that's always the best place to get hold of me. If you've got any questions, you know, just hit me a message. And yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.